Just left the courtroom for the bond hearing for my son for the release for the third time. This time it was very fair. The judge was very fair. He wasn't pro-prosecutor. He wasn't pro-defense, but he was pro-justice. So he listened to all the evidence and, and he's going to give a ruling in the next few days as about what his position is for the bond. But we were very pleased at how it turned out. So continue, family, friends, and fans, continue to keep us in your prayers. And we thank you. And inshallah, God willing, this be victorious for us, that we have a good ruling in our favor.
421 Champagne Drive.
Really?
5421
Come on.
Murder, I swear to God, I tell you about these depicts my son. I tell you about everything. I swear to God, I tell you, I will tell you, please.
Wait, hold on. You gotta relax for me, because I can't understand. Relax. What's the number? What you saying, man?
We're gonna see what we can do for you, all right?
We can see what we can do for you. You gotta relax for me.
At Lil Durk's court hearing today, the feds revealed they've put together a new evidence file against him called the End of Durk Banks. It left Durk visibly teary-eyed as OTF members started snitching and cooperating with the authorities. The file even contains evidence tying Durk to King Von's death, but to fully understand what's in it, you need to look at all the new evidence, starting with Vonnie's father, who snitched on his own son as well as Lil Durk for their actions.
I'm gonna give you this. It's a back door and I got all the pieces. That's all I'm gonna tell you. As Durk asked Vonnie, is it open? Vonnie told him it's off the hinges.
Wait. Are you talking about the Von? Like King Von?
Listen very carefully. When the payment was made to Little Tim, the next day or the same day, Durk asked Vonnie, was it open? This is what he asked him, was it open? This was the exact words, was it open? He told him it's off the hinges.
Are you saying that Vonnie backdoor King Von? No way. That was right here.
You heard what I just said. Guess what? You need motive first, right? Yeah. I got bankers that'll testify that or will make a contract or make a statement to you and let you know that this is the amount of money he had, this is what he had, this is that another. You need motive first and foremost. I got text messages from the lawyer letting you know that who told on Durk before, who told on Von before.
In these new evidence files, there are clips from an academic's interview with Vonnie's father where he ends up exposing everything, what really happened, and why Lil Durk wanted King Von gone. The police even noted that at the time of King Von's death, Durk and Vonnie were facing a case together, but it was resolved through a private settlement after Von's passing, which strongly suggests he may have cut a private deal with the feds, shifting the blame onto King Von.
Why would Durk want Von?
Let me give you this. First of all, you didn't sign your rights over. You ain't in no 360 deal. First of all, you can't bring nobody into the business and they surpass you. How you bring me to the table and I pass you up? Don't nobody want their chief spot taken, do they?
That's an interesting
Dude was
thing.
a slight. He was signing the boys. Von wasn't no slight.
That's interesting. I did find out that Von didn't have any contractual ties to Durk like that, which was interesting.
I mean, come on, man. He wasn't even signed to him. How's this his friend? He lied on Breakfast Club and said, "Hey, you think your man would be sitting here with $300,000 worth of jewelry on and he not have an attorney? He had a public defender."
With the new evidence going viral online, a fan would tweet of Vonnie's dad leaking that Lil Durk had Van dealt with is really making me wonder why Durk suddenly goes on IG Live when somebody he's connected to passes away. He went on live the minute when Von, Lil Pab, and FBG Duck all passed away. It even has the feds thinking that Durk uses IG Live as a live action alibi. But there's a reason all this evidence is coming to light. Van's father is furious that his son turned federal, as he revealed in a tweet. Vanny's father reveals Vonnie allegedly orchestrated Lil Pab in King Von's passing.
No, he ain't take my rights. He ain't respond no back to me because this is on a tablet. He on a jail tablet when I sent that to him. He ain't respond nothing else to him. I told you he can't take my advice because they playing. They made themselves get caught. This is what come along with it. They wanted to get caught. You understand me?
So, that's what you meant by trenches paint. Okay.
What you mean trenches what?
I Was it you that said that? With the whole narrative about Vonnie snitching with the text messages. Like, that's...
Yeah. I don't know who said that, but that was me.
Cause that was a focus. Everybody was trying to make it seem like that's what the text messages was about.
That's just saying what he finna cop out to and this, that, and other. And with me saying Von, some people like, damn, what, he gonna tell on some words on Von?
I ain't gonna lie, I said that in my video. I'm intrigued to know what the Von name was for.
No, he ain't gonna tell him no Von. You gonna tell it just like you orchestrated Lil you orchestrated this, and guess who you work for?
After Vonnie's father leaked all this information, the police launched an investigation into him. They discovered that Vonnie's dad comes from the streets, where if someone snitches, you're expected to snitch back, and he didn't hold back, even when it involved his own son. It was announced, Chicago rapper Lil Durk's sister-in-law calls King Von's cousin Vonnie a rat and a snitch admit M for higher fed case in an IG post. That was her way of confirming that everything Vonnie's father revealed was true. And in today's court hearing, it was also announced Otia Vanny is no longer in the Bureau of Prisons custody, meaning that he's been released from jail, most likely placed on house arrest. It meant the feds had validated the evidence Vonnie gave them. And since it all checked out, they allowed him to walk free. But soon after, Vonnie got his hands on a cell phone and texted a close friend. That so-called friend would later flip on him, leaking everything since he wasn't standing by Vonnie for snitching. In that text, Vonnie wrote, "Yeah, and I'm trying to plea out on a 32, which is the base for M for hire. Max is 43 to life. I'd get -2 points for the plea, -1 point for an early plea, -2 points for no background. So I'll only have 27 points, which is only 5 to 7 years. It's better than that. I can't go to trial. I might get an elbow. I don't want them to do me like them other boys." When Vonnie said he didn't want to get cut down like those other boys, he was talking about Jam, the same one who snitched on Lil Durk, but later got caught slipping at a crib outside Atlanta and paid the price. We'll get into that later. What's clear now is that Vonnie's father was furious that his son turned federal, eventually exposing the exact reason why he snitched on Durk. In Ferk, Vonnie, and FD, MTF, DD all share close family ties. And DD's younger brother is none other than Lil Ted. Ted, DD, and Vonnie are all connected through extended family, but then came the announcement, the new Lil Ted body cam footage of him begging to snitch against Lil Durk and F members have changed the case. Durk's lawyers submitted paperwork for an extended time on their bond proposal. This raises the question, what exactly did Lil Ted tell the feds? Ted is known as FDD's younger brother, Durk's right-hand man, and also related to OTF Vonnie, meaning he likely knows all of F's deepest secrets. When he was arrested at a local convenience store, he had a firearm tucked in his jeans pocket and was visibly upset as the police took him in.
Really?
Sure, yeah. The dude had it. What about that? My man had it with an extended clip. That's cool though, right?
At that moment, Lil Ted was taken to the police station, and the nearby officers immediately recognized him because of who his older brother was. But before he even stepped inside, tears were already running down his face as he shouted to the cops, "I swear I'll tell y'all about the passings." Desperate to avoid being thrown into a cell, but by then, it was already far too late for him.
Come on.
Hey, stop it. Stop it.
I tell you about the murder. I swear to God. I tell you about the murder. I need to fix my son. I tell you about everything. I swear to God. I tell you, I will tell you, please. Please, please. I swear, please, please.
Once placed into the holding cell, Lil Ted completely broke down, crying his eyes out. All he wanted was to snitch on every OTF member he knew had done crimes just so he could walk out of jail, go home, and never have to return again.
Wait, hold on. You gotta relax for me. I can't understand it. Relax. What's the number? Stop saying what you saying, man.
We're gonna see what we can do for you, alright?
We can see what we can do for you. You gotta relax for me.
Relax, man. I'm gonna get a bus to prison. Relax.
You mean, no, I'm saying, what you talking about? I'm trying to get that.
With D being the older brother, when news broke about someone snitching with their family's last name in the court paperwork, Everyone assumed it was DD, but in reality, it turned out to be his younger brother. And for the feds, this was the perfect setup. It's a common tactic, and when two related suspects are involved, the police often pull in parents, family friends, or other relatives to talk to them in jail, pushing them to either take a plea, deal, or flat out snitch to avoid ruining their own lives. That's likely exactly what happened here. While they were snitching their way out of jail to lighten their situation, what just happened to Lil Durk is deeply concerning. In case you missed it, the news reported Chicago rapper Lil Durk was involved in an altercation inside a jail this morning, which resulted in Lil Baby tweeting, "I don't care about nothing else other than Durk right now, free the bro." As the streets started piecing together what really went down, it all began with a single tweet that said, "Lurk's day one homie Glee asked away last night in Chicago." Now several OTF members are being targeted, which raises the question, who's really out for revenge against them? Fans quickly noticed that just days after Glee passed, Quando Rondo and Lil Tim both dropped separate interviews on the exact same day Lil Durk got ran up on in jail. And strangely, both interviews carried the same message, released at the same time. Many call it a strange coincidence, but remembering how Lil Durk has used IG Lives as a live action alibi, it almost seems like these two used interviews as their alibi for when Durk got pressed in jail. As Lil Tim put it,
"Oh, like shit, I was just protecting my little brother."
When you did finally find out that it was King Von who did it, how'd you feel?
I was like, damn, if Brian did that stupid shit last night, he still would have been alive. That's how I was. But I was like, yeah, I ain't no the type person I am. Like, I'm a humble person. I ain't no disrespect to like his mama saying fucking shit like that, because I could easily get on that type of stuff and be clout chasing type. Like, I ain't on that type. I'm a humble person, but it's like, they ain't never popped that shit off. That would have never happened like that.
This even led to Quando Rondo echoing the same words, saying he wishes it had all been handled differently. He showed surprising respect toward Durk, despite everything that happened to his best friend.
Whoever on my side, they got kids and a mama that 100% love them. And at the end of the day, bro, all this bull that we talking about is stupid. It could have been handled a totally different way. It could have been handled to the point where a song and $3-4 million could have came out or whatever. Like that could have got handled in a legit way, in a music way.
Two of Lil Durk's ops just happened to do interviews on the very same day he got ran up on in jail, both claiming they wished things had ended differently. That alone doesn't seem suspicious, until the real reason came out. The truth is, they moved on that exact day because Lil Durk was about to be released from jail. Just a day earlier, the news reported, words from Durk's father have Durk being released on a bond. With this being his third attempt, his lawyers made a deal so great the judge can't refuse it.
Just left the courtroom for the bond hearing for my son for the release for the third time. This time it was very fair. The judge was very fair. He wasn't pro-prosecutor, he wasn't pro-defense, but he was pro-justice. So he listened to all the evidence, and he's gonna give a ruling in the next few days about what his position is for the bond. But we were very pleased at how it turned out. So continue, family, friends, and fans, continue to keep us in your prayers, and we thank you. And inshallah, God willing, this be victorious for us, that we have a good ruling in our favor.
The prosecutors ended up dropping key evidence against Lil Durk, and that move led to him finally getting a release date. But to understand when, you need to hear what the news reported. Today, Lil Durk's court hearing had the prosecutors telling the judge they are willingly throwing away evidence against Durk while reading it out loud during his court hearing. And in front of everyone, I wonder how this will affect the rest of his bond hearing. When they told the judge they wanted this evidence thrown out, they still read it aloud in court, saying, quote, "Durk Rap told me they got an Addy. Go. Got location. Go. Look on the news. See your son screaming. No. No." And to make it worse, they tied it directly to this news report of...
Now the search is on for 3 people who police say at a Savannah rapper, a member of his entourage. It happened in Los Angeles, and cameras captured the aftermath.
This man, a passenger in that car, frantic at the sight.
Keep in mind, the judge was weighing his decision on Durk's bond release when prosecutors read this out loud. Something that will no doubt stay in the back of his mind as he makes the final call. But before we get to that decision, it's important to note that Charleston White had some strong opinions on the matter.
This is a real victory. Now that demonic force was a dark force. It was a dark energy. I think we now finally get to put that fire out. I don't think we'll hear drill music ever again. I don't think drill rappers would ever be celebrated ever again. Down goes the drill. So this is a victory for law-abiding Americans who like hip-hop music but don't like the killing part of it.
However, the judge announced in court that he needed a few days to make his decision. During that break, Durk's lawyer, Drew Finling, sat down for an interview with DJ Academics. When Academics asked him if Durk would even consider a plea deal, this is what he had to say.
You know, likelihood of a plea. I think a lot of people have seen like this seems like it's a do or die thing. This is kind of like it's going to be like a 1 or 0 type of situation. You're either are or you're not. Is Durk, from your understanding, or you as a lawyer right now, as his criminal attorney, are you open to possible conversations about plea deals? Are you thinking, no, we're going all the way? Would you entertain it, just entertain it, because that's your job to listen to it and maybe present it to Durk, or that's just off the table?
It's a conspiracy commitment case. It's an all or nothing case, and he did not participate in a conspiracy to commit. And so there is no alternative. It's a life sentence, potential life sentence. So this case is going to go to 12 people.
They're pushing this case all the way for one reason, and Durk's lawyer is holding it in his back pocket. He argues that everything Durk posts online and raps in his music is nothing more than him exercising his First Amendment rights.
There's a First Amendment argument here, right? That this violates the First Amendment. Can you talk about that?
Right, for sure. I mean, I'm expressing myself. I can say the things that I want to say in a rap record or any kind of record. And you could go back and there's country records and there are pop records and there are R&B records that talk about all kinds of things. It's just that there's this notion that with hip hop, quote, glorifying violence, that suddenly now we're going to use these things to prosecute them. But does that mean that the free speech and First Amendment has gone away? No, absolutely not. He can absolutely rap about what he wants to rap about, and that doesn't mean just because the story is.
But sadly, in the days that followed, Lil Durk's bond was denied, and the reason was clear. What all came down to the evidence Jam handed over to the feds. He gave it to the police, and it reads: over 230 GB of digital evidence, which includes audio recordings, video surveillance, and 20,000 pages of reports are now being processed as discovery. Jam had been wearing a wire around Lil Durk and the OTF members for over a year, according to the court update. The feds believe Durk paid to get these two people dealt with. Number 1, Stefan Matt, who got Durk's brother, D-Thang. Number 2, Jam's baby mom, who passed away after Lil Durk found out he wore a wire around him. Feds believe Jam is the key to putting Durk in jail for all 3 crimes. It was during this Instagram live that Lil Durk realized Jam was wearing a wire, caught on camera holding the top of his jacket and whispering into it.
Hey, give me that. Check on your man. I ain't gonna lie, man. Hey, when I was growing up, I was having a day architect. I'm having a day.
Months before Lil Durk's arrest, he already knew Jam was snitching. And then it was officially announced, Durk isn't playing 3D chess the entire time. He knew Jam was going to cooperate.
I see from a mile away.
I don't think people realize that.
I can have a conversation with you for 5 seconds and know your car.
After learning that Jam was wearing a wire, Lil Durk packed up his entire family and moved into a private location. Later, he explained that he no longer lets his friends know where he lives and refuses to share any personal information with anyone. You can clearly see the pain on his face, knowing Jam turned into a snitch.
Nobody is ever allowed to my house. It be our best friend never been in my house.
For real?
I promise.
Your best friend?
Promise. Like, it's people like that I just don't allow around my girl and my kids, cause it's like I'm just a different type. I'm not the. We can have family night at Durk house tonight. It's the.
Everybody at Durk's crib.
Yeah, we gotta. Everybody getting watched. We gotta watch everybody. Hey, they go too close to them kids. You know what to do. Like, that's how I play. Like, I don't play. I see from a mile away.
I don't think people.
Jam is the same guy. Lil Durk handed $50,000 to during that IG live, but pay close attention to the people in the background of this video, because they play a major role in what happens next.
What's his name? He's steady crying, huh? He's steady crying. Feed him.
They want me to trick, bro. See that? For my baby. That's really how y'all hold y'all babies, ain't it? I gotta hold my money like this. This too much. Crazy though. I'm sitting up there doing all this. Sneak this and internet games and all this. Up some money, do something. Like, we winning, bro. I can do whatever it is I want to do, I can do it. Just not what I want to do what I want. Y'all can't do that, bro. Goof
Bro got out what?
You know that
How many you did it all?
And the year I did it now?
Yeah, that's your last bit. 12.
12.
That boy popped out 12 years. So much money. We really was just getting in order to just figure out the lanes, man, boy.
Now, the Fed started digging into the people seen in the background of that IG live. They pieced it all together and realized these were the same guys who went jewelry shopping with King Von. But it didn't stop there. These were also the very same people who flew out to Los Angeles and carried out the crime that led to Lil Pab's death. In other words, they always moved as one crew.
Solitary
Hey,
stone.
we just looked at him, man.
Let's go over there.
You got to be what up, bro?
Boss, you good? My boy. Let's go.
They got real in here, man, because he just stepped in. The money maker stepped in.
Drop a comment below if you think this is solid enough proof to lock up Lil Durk. And hit that like button if you're rocking with his music. I want to see how many true fans are tuned in.